called partial parasites, like sandalwood tree. Sandalwood tree. What it will do means, it will absorb the root water and minerals through its roots and give it to the other plants in which it grows. It grows near the plants, other plants, and it will absorb, sandalwood will absorb the water and minerals and give it to the other plants so that they can prepare the food. But sandalwood tree will not prepare their own food. അവർ സ്വന്തമായി ഭക്ഷണം ഉണ്ടാക്കില്ല. അവർ ഈ water and minerals absorb ചെയ്തിട്ട് മറ്റേ പ്ലാന്റ്സിന് കൊടുക്കും. That's all. Their own food. They will take the food from the other plants. That is why it is known as partial. To some extent, it will help the other plants. Parasites is not at all helping the other plant. It only harms the plant. അത് ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്ന ഭക്ഷണമൊക്കെ ഈ Loranthus cascata ഒക്കെ absorb ചെയ്യും. So that plant will not get any food. That is the example for total parasites, and partial parasite, it is sandalwood tree. So next one is saprophytes. A bread. You have seen a bread, right? All have seen a bread.
Yes.
When you
Yes.
dip it in the water, when you dip it in the water, നിങ്ങൾ വെള്ളത്തിൽ അത് മുക്കിയിട്ട് after some times or 2-3 days, you just check what happens to that bread. You can see black color something on the bread. അപ്പൊ നമ്മൾ പറയും ബ്രെഡ് കേട് വന്നു, പൂപ്പൽ പിടിച്ചു. Have you seen that?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So we will say like that. That is because fungus is growing there. Fungus grows in wet areas. So fungus is depending on the food of this decayed bread. Okay, so it will absorb the food from the decayed bread. So അതിനെയാണ് saprophytes എന്ന് പറയുക. The organism which absorb from dead and decayed matter. കേടായ വസ്തുക്കളും അതുപോലെ ചത്തറിഞ്ഞ വസ്തുക്കളിൽ നിന്ന് ഫുഡ് അബ്സോർബ് ചെയ്യുക. Example is mushroom and monotropa. Monotropa, actually it is not a saprophyte, it is a parasitic plant. It has no chlorophyll. അപ്പൊ അതിന് സ്വന്തമായി ഫുഡ് പ്രിപ്പയർ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റില്ല, ബിക്കോസ് ക്ലോറോഫിൽ ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ മാത്രമേ ഫുഡ് പാചകം ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുള്ളൂ. So it is actually a parasite. It will depend on dead and decaying matter. കേടായ വസ്തുക്കൾ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ എന്തെങ്കിലും ചത്ത് മണ്ണിന്റെ അടിയിൽ എന്തെങ്കിലും ചത്ത് ഉള്ള ജീവനില്ലാത്ത കുറെ ചത്ത് കിടക്കുന്ന ഓർഗാനിസംസ് എന്തെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അതിന്ന് ഫുഡ് അബ്സോർബ് ചെയ്യും. That is what the monotropa does. So this is about heterotrophs, which is classified into 3 types: total parasites, partial parasites, and saprophytes. And even the parasites are present in human bodies. There are external parasites and internal parasites. External എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ louse. Louse എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ പേന്. പേന് എവിടെയാ വളരുക? തലയില് അല്ലെ? തലയിലാണ് പേന് കാണുക. We are calling that as louse. അതുപോലെ ഫ്ലിയ. ഫ്ലിയ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് അട്ട. This all grows outside the body and suck the blood of us. നേരെ മറിച്ച് internal parasites which grows inside our body. That is worms, tapeworm, hookworm, വരാന്നൊക്കെ പറയും നമ്മള്. Okay, you might have one tablet. The school is used to give one tablet in the afternoon. Do you remember that? After food?
Yes.
Do you remember?
Yes.
So you must eat it. ചിലവര് ഛർദിക്കും, ചിലവര് കഴിക്കും. അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ സംഭവിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടോ?
Yes.
ഓക്കെ, അപ്പോ ദാറ്റ് ഇസ് വൺ ടാബ്ലറ്റ് ദാറ്റ് ഇസ് 6 months കൂടുമ്പോൾ അത് കഴിക്കണം എന്നാണ്. ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് പ്രൊവൈഡഡ് ബൈ ഓൾ ദ സ്കൂൾസ്. സോ അങ്ങനെ അത് ഈ വിരേനെ കളയാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട്. ഈ വിര എന്ത് ചെയ്യും? ഇറ്റ്സ് എ പാരസൈറ്റ്. വാട്ട് എവർ ഫുഡ് വി ഈറ്റ്, this worm will eat it, so that the person becomes lean, very thin. He won't get anything. He will be always tired. He don't have energy to do anything. He won't have nothing. He could not do anything because all the food he eats is eaten by these worms. So even this one also, external parasites also, they also, what happens? They will suck our blood. അപ്പൊ ഇതൊക്കെയാണ്. അവരൊന്നും ചെയ്യില്ല, അവര് മറ്റുള്ളവരെ ആശ്രയിക്കും. That is called parasites. So internal parasites are tapeworm, hookworm, and external parasites are louse and flea. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now next page.
Yes, miss.
Next page. Predators of the plant world. Predators. See, for the plants to grow, they require some elements like carbon, hydrogen, phosphorus, nitrogen, sulfur, calcium, iron. This all is required for the plants to grow. And another important element is the nitrogen, which the plants cannot absorb directly from the atmosphere. Nitrogen ഉള്ളത് അറ്റ്മോസ്ഫിയറിലാണ്. 78% നൈട്രജൻ ഉണ്ട്. ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ ഗ്യാസ് പ്രസന്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നത് നൈട്രജൻ ആണ്. പക്ഷെ plants cannot observe it directly. But other elements like carbon, hydrogen, phosphorus, sulfur, calcium, iron, ഇതൊക്കെ it is present in the soil. But nitrogen is not present in the soil. Bacteria, which we have studied in the first chapter, Rhizobium, Acetobacter, Nitrobacter. This bacteria, which is present in the soil, they will absorb this nitrogen and convert it into nitrates. Okay, they will convert into nitrates and make it water soluble and release it into the soil, and so that the plants can absorb it. But there are this bacteria, we studied in the last class that sometimes the soil will be too acidic. നല്ലോണം acidity ഉള്ള soil ആയിരിക്കും. Sometimes it will be too alkaline. This we have studied in the previous class chapter. അപ്പൊ കൂടുതൽ acidic ആണെങ്കിൽ, soil കൂടുതൽ acidic ആണെങ്കിൽ, this bacteria will not grow at all. It will not grow. So who is providing nitrogen to such plants that grow in the soil which is too acidic? They are called insectivorous plants. Venus flytrap, sundew plant, pitcher plant. ഇതാണ് insectivorous plants എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. From the name you can understand that they catch insects. They will trap the insects. For what purpose they are doing this? I told you that these plants, usually it is seen in the soil which is having high acidic. High acidic ഉള്ള soil മാത്രമേ ഇവരൊക്കെ വളരുള്ളൂ. But this bacteria is not present. So how do they get the nitrogen? They will trap the insects and digest it and take the nitrogen from the insect. That is why they are catching the insects. Nitrogen വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ് they are catching the insects. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So for the nitrogen, they do like this. So insectivorous plants, examples are very important. Venus flytrap, sundew plant, and pitcher plant. They do this to get nitrogen. They require nitrogen So they get it from the digestion of the body parts of the insect. Through the digestion, they get the nitrogen for their growth. So this is about today's topic. എന്തെങ്കിലും doubt ഉണ്ടോ?
No, miss.
No, miss. No.
Okay.
No.
So I'll just ask you some questions. Can I?
Yes.
Yes, miss.
Okay. Wait a minute. Yes. Can you give me an example for autotrophs? Anyone?
Plants.
Plants. Okay, very good. Plants are the examples of autotrophs. Okay. Now I'll call the names. The classification of heterotrophs. Sana, Fatima, Najad. What is the class?
Yes,
What is
miss.
the classification of heterotrophs? It is classified into 3. What is the class?
Yes.
Yes.
Total parasite, partial parasite,
Partial.
saprophyte.
It is partial.
Okay, partial parasite. Partial parasite.
Pinne?
And saprophyte.
Okay, very
saprophyte.
good. Very good. Next one, Mohammed Nazim.
Yes.
Can you give an example for total parasites? Can you give an example, Nazim? Total parasites in ഒരു example പറയാമോ? Nazim?
Yes.
പറ.
Sandalwood tree. Sandalwood tree.
സാൻഡൽവുഡ് കുറച്ചെങ്കിലും സഹായിക്കുമല്ലോ. തീരെ സഹായിക്കാത്തത് ഏതാണ്? ടോട്ടൽ പാരസൈറ്റ്സ്. Please mute your mic.
Kaskuta.
Yes, very good. Kaskata. Very good. Next one, Mohammed Munir. Saprophytes. Can you give some example for saprophytes? It's a dead and decaying matter depend ചെയ്യണത്.
Monotropa.
Monotropa. Okay, good. Okay. Now, next one, Fasna OP.
Yes.
Fasna, can you give some examples, 2 examples of insectivorous plants?
Picture plant, Venus flytrap.
Okay, pitcher plant and Venus flytrap. Okay, next one, Misna undo. Misna. Misna. Yes, Misna, just tell me, how do the plants get nitrogen? Who helps them? Who helps them to get nitrogen? Say what you know. Don't look it in the textbook. Say what you know. Help here, the Misna. Which organisms?
Insect.
Organisms. Who is helping them? Who is helping? Najah, Fatima, and Najah, Fatima. Which are the organism that helps the plants to get nitrogen?
Yeast.
No. Who can say that answer?
Nitrobacter, azotobacter.
Very good, Munir. Acetobacter, nitrobacter, rhizobium, this all helps to get nitrogen. Okay, So understood, Misna? Naja, Fatima?
Yes.
Don't forget. Okay. It's very important question it is. Who is helping them to get the nitrogen? How do the insectivorous plants get nitrogen? Who can say? Khadija?
Yes, miss.
How do the insectivorous plants get nitrogen?
By catching insects.
Yes. And how, after catching insects, how do they absorb the nitrogen?
They absorb the nitrogen in that insect.
Through digestion. Okay. So through digestion, they will get the required nitrogen. Okay.
Yes, miss.
Is clear? Is it clear? Today's topic, today we studied about food for organisms, the different modes of eating. The animals will eat in a different way. All will not eat like human beings. Then we studied about nutrition, and we also told that it is divided into autotrophs and heterotrophs. We studied about parasites, total parasites, partial parasites, saprophytes, and also about insectivorous plants. Is this clear to all?
Yes, miss.
Yes, miss.
Yes. Yes, miss.
Okay. So today's work I have to tell is that last chapter we didn't complete the lesson fully in the notes, so you have to complete it today. That I have sent in the Google Classroom. Write that notes, complete it today itself. Okay, please mute your mic, Miss Na. Oh, so complete that and alkali itself. Then in page number 50 there is one table, adum koodi complete cheyanam. That also I am sharing it in the Google Classroom. So complete these 2 notes and send. Okay.
Okay, miss.
And what about your exam? How was the